Either you are born in the first year of you starting your business or you die. I wish I had known this very early on when I started my own business. I did not, many, many years ago. And today I'm very vocal about this. I tell people, I tell my clients, and I thought, why not I record a video and kind of express at least 5 mistakes that I made along the way, and I'm seeing people now making, and I see that literally anytime I go to a seminar or a workshop, newbies starting out, even on Facebook forums, LinkedIn forums, I see this. So I thought I want to create a video. If you're an author, coach, speaker, trainer, you're going to benefit from this. You're an entrepreneur, you are in the profession of sales and marketing, you're going to benefit from this. And let's say you are in a structure, in a corporate structure, you are starting or you're thinking to start a business of your own, you are trying to give entrepreneurship a chance, then this is absolutely for you, this video. 5 mistakes. There are many mistakes, but these are the 5 that I'm documenting here on this video. And again, all this is coming from me going in my own journey. And this is not theory. This is like real time, pain and suffering through which I have gone through. And my idea is that you learn from this. Again, all these things you find everywhere else. It's not that I'm the only guy who really figured this out. That's not the case. So that all said, one more request before I go any further here. Please turn this video. There should be a setting there in the video where you can increase the speed of this video by maybe 1.5 times or 2 times, whatever, so that you don't have to listen to all my pauses. It'll be very quick. That way you save your time. And also towards the end of the video, if you found this valuable, a like, a comment, and a subscription to the channel, all those things will help me and help you in the sense I can come more often in front of you and share some of my other ideas as they keep coming along every day. Actually, I'm recording one video every day on this channel. Okay, so that all said, let's get into the meat. Okay, first and the foremost is stop becoming everything for everyone. That's the mistake. Do not become everything for everyone. Hustle is essentially it's good, but imagine a hustle where you have no direction, no positioning. At the end of the day, when you go to sleep, no sanity. And I've seen that happen with me initially in the very first company. Started as a product company, software development. Then along the way became a consulting, and then I became a manpower placement, solutions centric consulting. Then a manpower, just placing resources in companies. It became a resource company. I just do everything and anything just to get a dollar in. No sanity at end of the day. Okay, so the focus is very simple. The focus is that one specific niche or one specific area of focus, and then driving one outcome. You can create a multi 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure, 10-figure business just solving one problem. There are enough one of those kind of problems existing in the marketplace, and that needs a solution from you. So you don't need to do everything. I wish somebody told me this. I got distracted by every shiny object. I started buying this, I started buying that. Oh, I mean, like the tons of coaching programs, tons of mentorships, tons of seminars, workshops. My garage is full with like $500,000 worth of products. Nothing, no need for all that. So if I have to sum this up in one line, clarity is the new currency. You got to simplify to amplify. Okay. Step number 2. This is or mistake number 2 is do not confuse activity to progress. What is activity? Updating sales page, creating a website, changing graphics, changing logo, registering bunch of new domains related to whatever you have got going. So again, no message, no transformation, it's just motion along the way. So the real success is when you solve a pain. When you solve a pain, a brand will follow. You'll have followers, you'll have subscribers, you have clients, customers, all that. So the brand will build on its own if you solve the problem. Okay. So I see this big time confusion. I'm doing everything, nothing is happening. Well, what is that one thing that you're doing so amazing? That's the question. Mistake number 3 is selling, selling cheap. Whatever you have, selling cheap. Like, I don't think people will pay if I ask 5,000 or 10,000, 15,000. I don't think people can afford that. It's not for you to judge that. It all comes down to your conviction in what you have, what you are offering, or what you are. So my guidance is price for value, not for approval. And very early on when I started, I was told to focus on, like, you're a coach, you got to be selling time, 1 hour. Or I was running a hypnotherapy practice back in the day, so hourly, sessions. I started to realize, in that 1 hour, am I able to deliver a transformation? If the answer is no, then the time is off. So I could charge more for the transformation and spend a lot of time to do that and still justify time. But the most important part is the client is paying for the transformation. So think through these frames where you start to see yourself as somebody who, if you don't value yourself, then forget about somebody else valuing you. As simple as that. Okay. The 4th one is doing it alone. Mistake. I see that. I did that. My ego was big back in the day. So, I'm going to learn everything that they're telling me in the seminar, the workshop, or in the book, and I'm going to do it on my own. Yeah, great. Yes, I was able to. In fact, I can do anything and everything in my business. Starting from coding, to web design, to graphics, to trading offers, to market research, launching Facebook ads, YouTube editing. I can do everything. But the point is, by doing everything, what did that one thing I could not do well? Okay. Yeah, your ego will serve you. It's good though. It's good. You do that for some time. You learn all the nuances in your business. You can outsource later. You can find people whom you can manage better or whom you can lead better. That's awesome. I teach that. Do everything before you hire somebody. But the point is this. There comes a point where you need to hire people. So what is the thing that you hire? You want to hire because you want to collapse time. And one of the things that you want to collapse very, very quickly is systems, ideas, techniques, of course, people, of course, knowledge, all that. But essentially, those are the things you have to collapse very, very quickly. And that can happen only when you hire mentors. So take somebody's knowledge, systems, ideas, techniques, and accelerate. Collapse the time, accelerate. You got to start leveraging. That's the point. The last one, the 5th one, is do not undermine the mind or the inner work. Strategies, systems, skills, they all are good. But what you need, and in fact, the more you start hearing maybe this channel, or you listen to many other channels, many other people, many other experts, you probably will, if you stay long enough, you'll end up going and learning from literally, everyone. You should, by the way. And as you do that, you start to realize that everybody is telling the same thing. Everybody is more or less sounding the same way. The question now becomes is that if everybody says the same thing and you're doing everything more or less the same way, how come you're not able to create results? The answer is your own beliefs. I've seen belief systems drive businesses into ground. Clearly. And strategy without a mindset is self-sabotage. Okay. So you don't need systems, skills, talents, all that as much beyond a certain point. All you need is less fear and less self-doubt. And that is where the mindset thing comes in. You got to keep the mind, very, very, there's so many elements to it, but you get the idea. Okay. Work on the mindset. That's the point. Okay. So those are the 5. Don't become everything for everyone. Do not confuse activity to progress. Do not charge less. Don't do it alone, and don't ignore mindset. I want you to do me a favor and tell me which one of these points resonated with you, which one you were able to connect with. So to drop me a comment here, let me know this is the one. It helps me kind of create more content around that space, kind of allows me to go deeper in that space. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, just like the video or subscribe to the channel, all the good stuff. And I'll be here as early as tomorrow. We'll pick one area of whatever, maybe entrepreneurship, maybe self-improvement, maybe sales, maybe influence, whatever one of those areas that will help you to become not only a better business individual, but also a good individual in your life. Okay, so that's the focus of this channel. That's the focus of my content. So thank you for giving me time, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye now.